So did you do laundry today and just
Last night, yeah, in about 3 hours, got all the laundry. I didn't even go up to my closet. I just washed what I had in the suitcase and put it right back in. My wife washed it, I should say.
Coach, not that it was up for debate how tough Roy Hibbert is, but the performance that he put on and coming back and playing with a broken nose against the Lakers, what?
He's a hard-nosed guy. I just thought about that just 1 second ago. That wasn't premeditated, I promise. No, he's a tough guy, and he's a determined guy. You know, this whole team is just has more desire and will than any team I've been around, and it's fun to be a part of.
You look at the trouble that the Magic had on the road last night in Boston, and they wasn't
night.
pretty, rough night. Sometimes though that can be a bad thing. They come in here and they saved up all those buckets.
Yeah, we don't know what to expect. You know, nights like that happen in the NBA to every team. We had one down in Miami. You know, we were expecting their best effort. You know, #1 3-point shooting team or #4 3-point shooting team in the league, and obviously Dwight Howard's a monster inside. So we're expecting their best, and we feel like our best can beat their best.
Are you worried about Roy's breathing as far as not being able to go these long stretches?
It hasn't been addressed to me as it possibly being an issue. I don't anticipate it being an issue. We'll keep an eye on it.
Frank, what is it about your defense that you think has taken? Are there physical moves? Are there mental moves? Why has this defense gone to the level that it's gone to?
Well, I just think you know, I think David West has brought a level of toughness. You know, having guys like George Hill and Tyler Hansbrough coming off the bench as solid defenders and tough guys. There's a collective toughness and spirit to this team, and quite frankly, the determination that I just talked about. This team is determined to be great, and you know, I think those are the biggest keys for that.
Is it a little better than maybe you expected, or is this what you thought you were going to get?
Probably a little better than I expected. I don't know if I expected to be right at #1 and field goal defense. But you know, we still have some holes. We're not perfect. We're 27th in rebounding, and we're still fouling a little too much. So we got a long way to go. We still a lot of areas improvement, but if we keep playing hard and with determination, we'll be all right.
What do you think about your second year of the last 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, you know, they're probably a little bit disorganized, and you know, they need to just come together more and calm down. And you know, just continue to try to keep the tempo high and make the other teams work.
Coach, the challenges with Orlando, just talk about that. Kind of pick your poison, Dwight or the threes.
The ultimate pick your poison team. You're going to guard him inside, you can guard the 3-point line. You have to try to do both. It's a big challenge.
Nice.
On the second unit, do you think it's necessary to have Paul George or Danny Granger in there to add another shooter, scorer?
Well, a lot of times we do have Paul George in with the second unit. We pull him out of the first quarter early specifically to do that. So yeah, that's the key. We're always looking at you know, not just having 5 bench guys and then 5 starters, trying to stagger it.
The defense for a moment, not to beat a live horse, but any of it carry over from Chicago, seeing the value of it, the importance of it, and maybe a little taste of what they can do in terms of how far it can carry the team?
You know, I think maybe subliminal that can be taking place. No, it's not something we've, you know, emphasized or driven home. You know, look at Chicago, what they do, but sure, I think these guys know that they got to defend to win. And we've got guys that have been learning how to be good defenders for a number of years, and now finally maturing to the point where they can all do it. And most of the guys we have out, we don't have any rookies, you know, so you're minimal with the mistakes that you're seeing out there. And yeah, Chicago's a great model for what a strong defense can do for you.
Back to the offensive side of things, the Magic seemed to run at a slower pace as it drove tonight to pick up that pace.
Every game we want to take advantage of our young legs and our fresh legs, and we want to push the tempo. Absolutely, with this team and every team.
I'm done. What do you got?
That's it.
How's Jeff? Still a week out or something?
I have not heard.
Okay.
And they said 2 weeks a week ago, so I'll check on him next week.
You had
Something.
Stan says it's your size. Stan says the key to the defense is the size, 2 through 5. That's a big part of it. You're just bigger than everyone else.
Well, a lot of it. We're not when George Hill's at the 2, you know, and when Tyler's at the 4, we're not bigger. But I just think it's a lack of inexperience, which we've always had. There's not rookies out there for the most part, and there's determination and toughness. It's just all coming together. And we got a good coaching staff. These guys are prepared. Dan Burke and Brian and Jim do a phenomenal job just understanding teams' weaknesses and how to beat them, how to stop them.
Is it true that the toughest thing is to convince a team that it needs to or wants to play defense? Is that the hardest thing to get a team to do consistently in this league?
I've not tried to sell it to this team any more than any team I've been around. It's not like we're doing something different. They're just growing. We've always preached defense.
Take credit, Frank. I'm trying to give you credit. For
From
God's sakes, I'm lobbing it to you here.
From a design perspective, is this significantly different than what has been played over
We're
the
doing
last few
some-
years?
Yeah, no, we're doing some things differently that I started doing towards the end of last year that I think are sort of minimizing rotations, which can weaken your defense. But there's a lot of the same fundamentals that we've had.
How much zone do you play in?
0. We played a handful of
Man.
possessions in Miami, and we lost by 35.
How much did you play there? How much zone?
Maybe
Like 2 plays or something?
Well, then you could have lost unless they made threes on every shot.
Yeah, we got blitzed. Well, they hit about 3 or 4 threes in those 12 possessions. It wasn't why we lost by 35, but it helped.
Yeah, but it was
It
good enough
wasn't not
excuse not to
playing.
use it again.
Of course, he was leading up to the game. You say, no, I don't.
And in
think that.
fairness, the zone concept was to go against LeBron and Wade together, not LeBron and shooters.
James Jones. How come? Let me ask you this: how come you knew that James Jones was starting and Wade wasn't playing? How come you just didn't go back with your normal scheme?
We thought we'd try it. We were prepared for it, and it was probably not a good decision on my part.
James Jones is just a little bit better outside shooter than Wade.
Yeah, but his were in transition. Chalmers is the guy that cut the threes against us. I think James did a lot of it against his own.
So does that basically mean you're going to go 0-1 this year playing zone defense?
Yes, I think so. Not necessarily. We'll think about it. Again, play those 2 guys together. It might make sense.
Triangle of 2, baby.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.